guys, it's me, Kianna, coming at you today, and today is August the 8th, and I wanted to, I already did a video. I was a little down, you guys, because a lot of memories were brought back from us closing down KNC Transportation. God has blessed us with 2 other businesses, so therefore, I'm not sad to the point where it's going to be devastating. It's just brought back a lot of memories. I think many of you got that. But I was kind of lifted back up because I just went and got my boarding pass, my luggage information, and all that good stuff. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Miss Gail at Liberty Travel. You guys, that is the travel agency I went through. They have them all around. You can just simply Google it. But Miss Gail has agreed to, if any of you guys want any information on any cruises, even if you're from a different state, she's willing to work with you over the internet. This is a legitimate travel agency. You can Google it. They've been around literally, I know, for at least 25, 30 years. So this is something that is not just, just came up all of a sudden. But Miss Gail is a vacation expert, you guys. Here is her information. You can reach her at mck-gladen, DNEYG at libertytravel.com. But I'll include her information below. And that is her card. But I mentioned her because she really, really did help me a lot. One of the perks about going to a travel agent is not just because of the price that you're paying or that you're getting so much cheaper or anything like that. And you're actually not paying that much more either. But they will walk you through the process. And for somebody that's a first-time cruiser, despite how much I research stuff on my own, despite how knowledgeable I am as far as researching and asking questions and learning things on my own, despite all of that, you still want someone to hold your hand, so to speak. You want that comfort that a travel agency can give you, which is basically doing a lot of things for you. As far as, for instance, she went ahead and registered me and everything on the site, because you have to register when you're doing a cruise. She was able to tell me the difference between the cruise line that we chose for us, which is Royal Caribbean, and then other cruise lines like Carnival and things like that. She was able to tell me, the benefits and the perks and the downfall and all that kind of stuff. She was able to give me all that information firsthand, not only from being in the travel industry, but also from traveling herself and having her own opinion on what she prefers for her own family and things like that. But also, as I stated before in another video, if you have like maybe some strange incident where, some flights were canceled, if you had to catch a plane as well to get to your location that the cruise is going to sail from, if you have those kind of situations, they will actually take care of them for you. They will call you and let you know what's going on. They will also make sure that they connect you to connecting flights for you and all of that. So it gives you a little bit extra comfort and security when you're a first-time long-distance traveler. And for me, only, going state to state, you don't really need something like that. You don't really need a travel agency. But when you're going abroad, when you're doing long-distance traveling, then maybe if this is new to you, of doing, traveling abroad, then you may want to look into a travel agency. And this one worked superbly for me. Okay? In this little thing, they give you your hard, I guess this is for your luggage. Okay? Then they give you a little slip. I have to cover some things up so you guys don't see everything.
Stalkers.
I don't want to show my name and I don't want to show my room number. says Royal Caribbean, as you can see, and it says my name. So these are, I guess, something that you give to them, the baggage people. It says, please attach these ship bag tags to your luggage before leaving home. We look forward to welcoming you aboard Royal Caribbean International. And they have to actually mail this to the travel agency. So I have those all ready. We are so excited, you guys. The countdown is, I think, we have like 22 days before we actually sail. So we are extremely excited. It also gives you, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Well, you can look at it, Frank. It says what you need. It says proof of citizenship. And it shows you on here that you actually do, it's not required for you to bring a passport, but you are required if you're traveling outside the U.S. by air. And it has that in the first sentence, you know, big and highlighted. And it also says what I had told you guys in another video: any passenger whose name has changed must bring government-issued documentation of the legal name change. For instance, a marriage license effective 2007, January 23rd. Passports will be required for all U.S. citizens for international air travel. So, in other words, I don't have to have a passport. I don't have to bring a passport. You can if you want, but you don't have to. That's the key. Unless you have to travel by air, and unless you want a speedier or a speedy transition as far as the lines when you want to get on and off of the cruise when you get to your location. And our location, as you all know, is Bermuda. But I have some more traveling that we're going to be doing, you guys. Of course, like I said, it's going to be abroad traveling. And I'm going to get into that in another video because you guys probably will be pretty shocked. But we have some things planned, Daddy and I. That's why I've invested in the cameras that I purchased, and I'm going to do a review on because I've already got it. That's why I made sure I bought a waterproof camera as well as a regular nice camera. What else? That's why I did these things, because these are investment pieces for me, because we plan on doing others. Also, it was obvious to some that being that Nene and I are going on this girls cruise by ourselves, that of course naturally my husband and I are going to be planning something soon. So you guys are going to be in on that, but I'm just waiting to tell you guys or to reveal all of that information. I also have some other paperwork. This is boarding paperwork that she said that I have to sign. This is called a sex sale pass. I have to try to cover this up because it's going to show my room number. It's going to show my name. You already know it's Enchantment of the Seas, you guys, Royal Caribbean Cruise. It does say our expense account. Yeah, I'm not going to show that. It says the credit information that we linked up to make the expense account. Yeah. I'll just show you guys this. So this is just showing you what to expect once you reach the pier. Which of course you guys are going to be with me. What you have in order that you'll need to present. It says your set sail pass signed, which is the paper that I'm not showing you guys because it has all my information on it. It also says appropriate proof of citizenship of ID, photo ID documents for each guest, and that's Nene and I. And it says the credit card that you have registered online for your onboard expenses, and that is on the other paperwork as well. These are the things you're going to need. So, yeah, so you definitely want to keep this information because this is imperative just as much as your ID and things like that. So, I am going to be doing the videos as I stated before, giving you guys tips and yes. Also, this is the 1-800 number, you guys, as well as the travel.com, I'm going to be doing the tips video. I have many of them, 2 whole big pages full. So I am going to be telling you guys things in the next video that will save you money, which will free up money for excursions, and maybe if you want to take another trip after this, and all of that good stuff that people don't usually tell you. I found that as I was looking for information to learn about traveling abroad and doing long trips like far trips like this, what I've learned is that not many people, you know, they'll show you the trip, which is great, but they're not going to tell you all the other information to get them to get that trip, or to make them be able to, you know, maximize their savings to afford that trip, or to maximize their savings while they're on the trip, to basically figure out which your priorities are on the trip and what things you can do without to make sure you maximize your savings and free up money for other things. I haven't really seen that too much, and I definitely haven't seen it in my circle. And oftentimes my circle is kind of like your circle as far as YouTube as well. So I haven't seen that, and I hope that I'm able to help somebody, as I try to do with most of my videos. I hope I'm able to help somebody maybe see that they can actually do these things as well, and you don't have to be rich to do it. You don't have to have a huge amount of expendable money. You don't have to have that. And I just hope that I can encourage others to, whatever their definition of success, or whatever their definition is of living and loving and enjoying life, whatever that definition is, for them to actively pursue that. My desires wasn't always to travel. I didn't really want to, well, let me rephrase that. My desires were not to travel to, like, local places. And I consider local meaning, like, for instance, I live in Maryland, my sister lives in Florida. I've never desired to really go down to Florida. But I've always desired to do long distance things, like traveling abroad. One of my dreams, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I'm not going to get too much into it right now, but one of my dreams, and one of the things I wasn't going to talk about, and I'm still not beyond this, but one of my dreams is to go to Africa. That's one of my dreams. And those are the kind of trips that I want to go on. Daddy wants to go to Las Vegas and things like that. And that's all fine and dandy. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. But I'm talking about my desires. I'm just talking about my desires right now. And my desires is always to go to things like Caribbean islands and Africa and Egypt, and to you know, look at the pyramids, and to visit areas in Africa where they actually held the slaves to get onto the ship, because they do have, you know, travel. They have tourist areas where they actually show you places that they actually literally held people as they were putting them onto the slave master ship. So it's things like that I've always wanted to do. One of those things was to go to Bermuda. One of them was to go to Bahamas. So these things are things that I will be actively doing. And you guys will be a part of that. You guys will actually see these things. I'm taking you guys along with me. And anything I learn on the way, you guys, I'm going to share it with you. Why? Because for one, I believe that's my calling. For two, I believe that we as sisters should do that for one another. It should come natural to us. And for three, I believe in my heart that I know it will help someone. It will enlighten someone. It will encourage someone. And it will inspire someone. And that's what I hope that my sharing does. So on that note, you guys, there's many more videos to come, as you all know. Again, the next video is going to be tips and money savers on how to maximize your savings. Things that the inside information, like the cruise ship, is not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you up front. All of these things I'm going to put in one video. So that video may be about 20 minutes, you guys. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not worried about the time. I'm worried about you getting all the information and walking away from that video being more informed than you came in. Okay? So that is coming. I still have that haul video to do. I know. and the collective haul of all the things I'm taking. Also, a packing video. I'll be packing my luggage, and you guys will be seeing that live. And I have many tips to share with you on that, because I'm going to show you, even as a plus-size woman, how we still going to have room in our suitcases. And I'm taking wigs. Yes, I said wigs, meaning plural. I'm taking many outfits. I'm taking more than one swimsuit. I'm taking all my accessories, and we're still going to have room in our suitcases. I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, you guys, I love you all so much. Talk to you later. Thank you guys for rolling with me. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so glad that this was able to pick me up, because I wasn't down to the point where it was devastating, but I was down because, you know, many memories with PNC Transportation. Many memories was right in that 15-passenger van. And it just was sad a little bit to see it go. Even Pootie was a little sad. But to God be the glory. We know the source of our blessings, and we know that He blessed us with that business, and He prepared us already for the two that we have now. And I thank Him every day, not through my words, but through my actions also, for blessing us and continuing to do so. On that note, you guys, I love you all so much. Talk to you guys later, and be blessed.